This is problem number 36 from the August 2016 Algebra Regents exam. In this question, it says Janice is asked to solve 0 equals 64 x squared plus 16x minus 3. She begins the problem by writing the following steps. And we can see in line 1, she just wrote the same equation down. Line 2, it looks like she introduced a variable b, and by doing that kind of simplified the equation. And in line 3, she factored it. Now the question is, use Janice's procedure to solve the equation for x. Explain the method Janice used to solve the quadratic equation. Let's start off by actually solving the equation. We know that b plus 3 times b minus 1 must equal 0. And that means b must equal negative 3 or 1. But we need to do that in terms of x, right? So we need to figure out what b is equal to in terms of x. Let's take a look and see what happened here. 64x squared became b squared. That means b represents the square root of 64x squared. And if we square root that, we would get 8x. So b is equal to 8x. And we can see that's true in the second term here because 16x became 2b, and we know that 2 times 8x is indeed 16x. So that's just to confirm that we did this properly. So we know b is the same thing as 8x. Back down here, I'm going to replace b with 8x in both situations. And now we can solve for x. On the left-hand side here, we get x equals negative 3 over 8. And on this one, we'll get x is equal to 1/8. So that's the end of the first problem. We have solved the equation for x. Now the next part of the question says to explain the method Janice used to solve the quadratic equation. Essentially, what we did, or what Janice did, was she simplified. Oops. Actually, I'm just going to pause the video so I can write this faster. Okay, there we go. That'll save us some time. So, what I wrote down is that she simplified the quadratic by substituting a variable b in place of 8x, making it easier to factor. X was solved by replacing b with 8x, and that's the last step that we did, right? Once it was factored, we replaced b with 8x and was able to solve for x. Alright, that's all for this video. Thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.